Oh, boys and girls. My heart has a little bit of pain for a fella. Saw his email come in. Man, I think I just got scammed out of my Litecoin right out of Coinbase. He says to me, and I called him, by the way. I have the whole conversation there, but my phone records every conversation I have. I'm not uploading the conversation, what I'm telling you, but I'm telling you exactly what happened because I just talked to the guy and hung up moments ago so that I could do this video on the rest of my way home. This is one of those things about trying not to get scammed. And some of you may already will know what I'm talking about once I get going. So he has a Garmin GPS device. Needs an update. New firmware, new maps, whatever it is. Some drivers or something. So he says he plugs it in to his laptop and a window comes up. Now what he can't remember is if he actually went on the web and searched for something and went there first, or what actually happened. He just can't really remember, but he just remembers putting the USB connection from the Garmin, plugging it in his laptop. At some point a window came up about you need drivers or need help, something. He clicks on the thing. It's a 1844 something number, which FYI, typical scammer, fake number. He calls up and, Kirpal from India, hello my friend, yes, I'm here to help you get your drivers. And, considering all these big multi-billion-dollar American companies refuse to hire Americans and rather go overseas and do that, we're all very much used to hearing that kind of accent come across the phone line. Now, if we didn't have to deal with that crap, and we actually had Americans answering the phone, we would have thought immediately this is suspicious and I'm not going to deal with this. But since we're so used to hearing that damn accent, whether it's Pakistani, Indian, you can hardly hear them, we go with it, right? So he went with it. Sir, I need to help. I will help you get the drivers for your Garmin. I'm going to need to remotely control your computer. You'll be able to see what I do. So he does it. And we'll charge you a small fee at the end for help, for the service. Okay. So he sees the guy moving around, moving the mouse, doing stuff. And then I think he had either a shortcut or a folder or something on his desktop that had something to do with Coinbase. And the guy who's controlling his computer, I'm going to name him Kirpal. Kirpal is going in and looking at that folder. Now, naturally, you're probably hearing this saying, well, why? I would have stopped him at that point. What the hell is he messing around with my Coinbase folder? You're supposed to be putting drivers on my computer for my Garmin. I understand that. But he didn't do anything. And the guy quickly says, we have a Coinbase account too. You can pay us with Coinbase. Yeah, I see you have a Coinbase account. Oh, okay. So I need you to log in. So he logs in, uses his two-factor authentication because he's over on this side, and Kirpal can't do it. Okay, I'm in there. There's my account. Kirpal takes over. The guy had half a Bitcoin in his account. Thank God that's all he had, I say. And the guy proceeded to send the entire half a Bitcoin to some address. Gone. Have a nice day. Game over. You can't claw it back. You can't tell Coinbase stop. When you hit that submit, because again, he needed his two-factor, which he put in. The guy made a few mistakes in a row. But being an IT guy that I am, working at a company, I knew exactly once he said what it was, I knew exactly what happened. He also called the FBI. And as soon as he said, yeah, it was 844, stop. Those are scam numbers. It happens all the time. These web pages pop up. People call them. They let them take their computer. Next thing they know, take control of their computer. They're cleaning out, they're getting sent fees and charges, and they think they're getting help from someone that works at Microsoft or wherever. In this case, driver update. So I'll be honest, I don't think because I've dealt with this at work, and I would ask the same thing, you know. And everyone, FYI, don't you ever pick up a phone call from a work computer, just pop up telling you anything. You call me immediately. That's, you know, that's the rule. So they get that, they understand that. I don't have to deal with that problem. But a lot of people out there, again, they're novices, and they fall for stuff that they shouldn't fall for. But again, these scammers know exactly what they're doing. They do it all the time. They get really good at it. They just rinse and repeat. Probably a lot of people will hang up on Kerpal. I don't trust you, goodbye. End of day. But if it's 1 out of 10, if it's 1 out of 10 that actually let Kerpal do the whole thing, they're leaving that whole thing with a scam. Either they put in a credit card number somewhere for them, boom, they just got cleaned out. Or, in this case, Bitcoin. So over in Pakistan and or India, especially India, if they just pulled in $4,400, which they did, they're partying like it's 1999 over there, okay? Because that's US dollar. Converted into their currency, huge, 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 huge payday. So this is another thing I think I need to add to my crypto video that I'm going to do, the paid for thing I was telling y'all about. I may have to add a section in there. Oh, here's another one. Security thing, forget the Ponzi stuff. You know the Ponzi stuff? Let me add one. People wanting to take control of your computer to help you fix something. Once they find out you have cryptos or anything like that, they're going to try their best to clean you out. Although this is such a one-off, I don't know that we'll ever hear a story like this again, at least from my subscribers. Then again, maybe. You never know. Because again, as the bad guys get smarter, they know where some good money's at, cryptos. As soon as we make contact with somebody who we nailed, and we got a live one, you know, we fished him in, we got a live one on the hook. Do our thing. The guy immediately went up Coinbase. He saw the Coinbase thing right away, knew exactly what it was. And remember, you got someone on the other end who can move your mouse and type keys for you because you've allowed them to. You click the button, yes I agree, and this thing installed, and that was it. So I don't know what tool they use. They may have just used the remote help feature of remote desktop. And hopefully that was it, because if they use some of their own specialized tool or something, then you got to worry about, well, did they put something on my computer? Is now my computer vulnerable now? Honestly, what I've seen is that they do use a remote desktop kind of a thing. Remote help. And then they give an ID, you give them the ID, they come in, they move the mouse and keyboard, right, they take control of your PC. So just a sad day, but he said, well, I got some Litecoin and some OMG and some other stuff, so I got that on my Exodus wallet, and I'm changing bank accounts on Coinbase. I was like, well, I'll be honest with you, I don't think you need to do that. You had two-factor on, right? Yep. You physically picked up your cell phone and dialed the two-factor into there, right? Yep. They would have never been able to do that. So they don't have access to your Coinbase account. And not to mention they used your computer to log into it. So, you know, I don't think you have to do that, was what I was trying to tell them. But man, what a shame. $4,400. I understand. I know. I've heard people. I remember a guy was telling me I had this. They made my life savings. I had it in Bittrex, and there's $30,000 in there, and it's gone. And I remember doing a video for him, like, just to tell everybody, hey, Bittrex, be careful of this and that. He was sure he didn't click on any kind of fraudulent thing, phishing thing. But I've only heard his and one other complaint ever about Bittrex, like something like that happening. And you know, there's a lot of people out there with a lot more than $30,000, you know, in their Bittrex account playing around. But nonetheless, $30K is still a lot of money, as far as I'm concerned. And someone got it into his account somehow, and that kind of thing. So, anyways, just something to keep on your radar as you're browsing the internet and that sort of thing. And I've said this before, but I need to make it clear. A guy like me, I can use my home PC or my work PC or whatever PC that I'm on. I feel comfortable that I can do other stuff on that PC and do my Coinbase stuff and whatever crypto stuff and not worry about getting hacked. For everybody else, honestly, and it probably wouldn't be too bad of idea if I did it too, to be honest with you. Get one of these little cheapo laptops, under $200, all day long. You don't use it for anything. You don't browse the damn internet. You don't go to websites. You don't check email. All you use it for is doing your crypto business. Which, yeah, you'll have to get online. You may have to go to Coinbase or go to Exodus, download the new wallet, update the wallet, kind of a thing. But as far as browsing the internet and hooking your Garmin up to it or updating this or no, put that on a regular computer, one that you don't log into these things. That sort of stuff. It's just, again, it's about security, and with cryptos, it's not something where, hey, I call the bank, put a hold on that or whatever. Even a bank can't do that, especially when the bank says, well, did you give them your debit card number? Yes, I did. And you gave them the digits on the back of the 3-digit security pin? Yes, I did. Well, I was buying something from their website. Of course I did. Well, sir, you willingly relinquished it to them. We don't count that as like hacked or stolen, so we can't refund that. What? Yeah, you got to take it up at the website. What? Or if you simply knowingly gave it out to somebody. So in the case like that, where someone scammed you, call the 844 number, and maybe they scammed you from using a credit card or bank debit card. I don't know that you would get it back when they find out. Well, I gave it to somebody. I gave it away for them to use. I was tricked. Maybe a credit card company. I don't know. Banks ain't gonna really do that. Not like that. They work where someone hacked my identity or they got my credit card stolen somehow. I used it somewhere. They've created one of these, replicators things, and are using my credit card elsewhere. The guy got scammed at the gas station, kind of a thing. That's when you'll get the refund. But only in those cases. So again, crypto, Wild West, man. You got to learn stuff. Some of these are painful lessons, like old Pastor Dow says, the ministry of the painful truth. And that $4,400, I'm sure was a bit of a painful truth for that guy. It would be for anybody. It's, when Bitcoin doubles and triples, he's gonna remember, man, if I still had that $4,400, I could have, $12,000. And me with Bit Petite, $6,900, even though it was profit money, I didn't really care. It's still $6,900. That's almost one full extra Bitcoin I could have had if I didn't do the stupid Bit Petite thing, right? You'll think about it, but again, you got to move on. Okay, I made a mistake. Learn my lesson. Got it. Go. Keep going. Get into cryptos. That one will make up the difference. That one will make up the difference. Doesn't matter. So, sorry for the guy. Sorry about his luck, man. That was sad to hear that. But I hadn't heard of that one yet. And now I have, and that's why I'm telling you. Take care.